The grocery bag had barely touched the kitchen counter when the yelling started. Not dramatic yelling, cat yelling. That oddly specific, deeply confident meow that somehow sounds like, "Excuse me, I noticed you returned home and have not immediately addressed my concerns. Fridge door open, keys still in your hand, shoes not even off yet." And somehow, your cat has already positioned themselves directly between you and whatever responsibility you were trying to accomplish. Maybe they're demanding dinner 23 minutes early. Maybe they want the faucet turned on. Maybe they're standing on the exact chair nobody else is apparently allowed to sit in. And somewhere in the middle of all that, a weird thought quietly appears. Wait, did I accidentally create a tiny furry dictator? Because here's the strange part. A spoiled cat usually doesn't look spoiled. They often look adorable, funny, full of personality. The cat who wakes you up every morning. The cat who refuses perfectly good food. The cat who somehow convinced an adult human to sit at the edge of their own couch like an unpaid hotel guest. Cute, sometimes? But here's what most people miss. A lot of behaviors people call spoiled aren't actually about your cat being demanding. They're often about predictability, control, anxiety, and a very smart animal quietly learning exactly how humans work. And trust me, this gets much more interesting once you realize your cat may not actually be trying to control you at all. At least, not in the dramatic little supervillain way it sometimes feels. 1. Your cat may have trained you without you realizing it. Let's start with the behavior almost every cat owner recognizes. The 3 a.m. wake-up call. Tiny footsteps. Maybe a paw to the face. Maybe the sound of something expensive being slowly pushed toward the edge of a table like your cat suddenly works in hostage negotiations. At first, you resisted. Then eventually, you got up, fed them, opened the door, turned on the faucet. And here's the strange part. Your cat probably isn't trying to control you. Cats are incredible pattern learners. They don't think, "I shall manipulate the human." They think, "When I do this, that happens." And once something works, they repeat it, which means your cat may not be spoiled because they're demanding. They may just be running a routine that accidentally worked really, really well. And honestly, if knocking one object off a table consistently got you breakfast, you'd probably at least think about it too. 2. The food critic problem. You put food down, your cat walks over, sniffs, looks at you like you've committed a personal betrayal, then walks away. 5 minutes later, they're back in the kitchen yelling like they've never been fed in their entire life. Now, to be fair, cats really are sensitive about food. Smell matters, texture matters, routine matters. But here's where things get interesting. Sometimes the problem isn't taste, it's expectation. Because if refusing dinner regularly leads to something better, your cat learns, waiting improves the menu. And suddenly you're running what feels suspiciously close to full restaurant service. Different flavors, fresh bowls, possibly emotional support during mealtime. And honestly, this often isn't greed, it's predictability. Cats like consistency. And when every tiny preference gets adjusted for them, flexibility quietly disappears, which matters more than people realize. 3. The house quietly revolves around them. You stop inviting people over because the cat hates visitors. You sit in uncomfortable positions because they've claimed your lap like legally binding furniture. You whisper in your own kitchen because someone is apparently on nap number 17. And honestly, a lot of us do this. No judgment. But here's the interesting question. Who's adapting to who? Because caring for a cat naturally means compromise. But when the whole house quietly bends around every preference, cats sometimes stop practicing flexibility. And flexibility matters. New guests, vet visits, schedule changes, unexpected noise. Cats who experience small, predictable changes often handle life better than cats whose world never shifts at all. Think of it less like discipline and more like resilience. A cat who learns, things changed, and I'm still okay. That's actually a pretty useful life skill. 4. Sometimes spoiled is actually anxiety. This part surprises people. A cat who constantly demands attention, follows you room to room, interrupts your laptop, or insists on sitting directly on your hands while you are clearly trying to exist productively, isn't always demanding. Sometimes they're uncertain, because attention can become part of a cat's feeling of stability. You leave the room, they follow, you sit down, they appear, you look at your phone. Suddenly, a cat materializes between your face and the screen like a tiny union representative, demanding negotiations. But here's the part most people miss. A very attention-dependent cat isn't necessarily living their best life. Sometimes they're struggling with unpredictability. They've learned human attention helps things feel normal, which means independence quietly becomes harder. And that doesn't mean you did anything wrong. Usually, it came from love. Lots of it, just slightly too available. And before we go any further, leave a comment and let us know. What's the most ridiculous thing your cat has trained you to do? Get up at 4 a.m.? Open doors you closed 30 seconds earlier? Sit in physically unreasonable positions? I'm genuinely curious. Because this next one, almost every cat owner accidentally encourages it. 5. The cute behavior that quietly escalates. Ankle attacks, hands becoming chew toys, random surprise ambushes from behind furniture. At first, it feels funny. Tiny predator energy, very dramatic, very cat. But here's what's usually happening. Cats need hunting outlets, stalking, chasing, pouncing. That full cycle matters. And when play doesn't fully satisfy it, your moving feet become suspiciously interesting. Now, one playful ankle attack? Not the end of the world. But if every bite becomes a game, something changes. The cat learns. This interaction continues when I do this, which means the behavior grows. Usually not because the cat is aggressive, because it worked. That's the recurring theme here, by the way. Spoiled behavior usually isn't personality. It's reinforced success. And if this is changing how you see your cat even a little bit, click the button, join us, and stick around. Because the biggest misunderstanding about spoiled cats is still coming. And honestly, it's the one that makes people feel weirdly guilty. 6. The real sign your cat might be spoiled. It's not the couch stealing, not the picky eating, not the dramatic yelling. It's this. You feel guilty saying no. You don't give the treat. Guilt. You stop the counter jump. Guilt. You don't immediately respond to demands. Suddenly you feel like a terrible human. But here's something really important. Cats do not need endless yes. They need predictability, boundaries, consistency, a calm human who makes sense. That's actually reassuring to cats, because cats feel safest when the world feels understandable. And understandable doesn't mean everything goes my way. It means I know what happens here. That's stability. And weirdly enough, a calm, consistent no is often more comforting than an unpredictable yes. Which brings us back to the kitchen, the grocery bag, the yelling, the tiny supervisor monitoring your every move like they're conducting a deeply serious household inspection. Was your cat being spoiled? Maybe. A little. But probably not in the way people think. Most spoiled cat behaviors aren't signs your cat became demanding overnight. They're tiny habits built slowly through repetition. Routines, expectations, successful experiments involving human weakness and suspiciously loud meowing. And once you notice the pattern, things get easier, because spoiled cats usually aren't difficult cats. They're cats living inside systems that accidentally worked very well. All right, I should probably go. My cat just meowed at me from the kitchen in a tone that strongly suggests I've missed a deadline I didn't know existed. Pretty sure HR is getting involved. FurEver.